Howdy folks, so we decided to, it's such a beautiful day out here in Vancouver, we decided to come out to Cypress Mountain for a little bit of a hike. We're still doing the easy hiking trails, we're heading to Bowen Trail, but then again I think I parked so far ahead that we're doing double the distance. Anyway, let me flop it around and show you a little bit. So this is Cypress Mountain ski area. That's parking lot 3A. There's a lot of construction here. I suppose they're getting themselves organized for the main thing. So what's your first idea of what's happening here, Belinda?
It's cold already.
It's quite chilly, yes. We're quite high up, so it's nice and cool. But yeah, they say it's going to be quite a scenic track. So what we'll do is we'll get some footage when we get closer. Cheers. Alright, so it's quite nice up here. Quite a big place. Let me show you some more. We are walking up to the Cypress Creek Lodge. And we're looking for the hiking trails, which we're hoping to find somewhere very close. Oh, look at that. Ski slopes just waiting for snow. Oh, and the Olympics, because the Winter Olympics was held here. It was one of the venues for the Winter Olympics. Amazing. A lot of construction going on. I think everybody's obviously rushing to get shit ready for snow season. Look, there's our Olympic sign. I don't know where the tracks are, the hiking trails. Behind there somewhere. It is chilly. Look here. That gives you an indication. There's ice on the ground. It's not solidly frozen, but yeah, definitely ice in the pool. So gives you a feeling of how not so cool it is out here, or how not so warm it is here at the moment. This is the Cypress Lodge, and it's also where you can pick up rentals and a bunch of other things, it looks like. It's kind of wet and cool. Oh, here you can see nicer. Look at all the ice on the ground. Coaster tickets, guest services. Not what we need. There's the info area. Let me go check for hiking trails. Alright, I'll jump back on when we start doing the hike. Look at the slope area there. Gotta come visit it in winter. I just don't know. Never skied or snowboarded. Well, never successfully anyway. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that. All right, folks. Cheers. Okay. So here we are. We are at the start of the Bowen Trail. We went for some. Okay. So here we are. We're at the start of the Bowen Trail. We went for something a little less hard. It's only about 2.4 kilometers, and we're going to go to Bowen Lookout. It's already beautiful. If it wasn't for that large machinery over there making so much noise, it would probably be better. But then again...
And it's not as windy in here between the trees, so
Yeah.
it's actually a lot better than walking up to the lodge area.
Yeah, because there out in the open it was fairly cold.
It was. My hands are freezing already.
Oh, look at the water is freezing over already, yeah. Look at that. Oh, look at that, how beautiful. Mwah. Alright, so look, I don't think my camera has enough battery power for us to be together the whole time. So let's just check where the trail goes, and then I'll sign off and I'll do
Sporadic things like
Bowen Lookout, 1.8 Ks.
go.
And then we'll just jump in and do a little bit of a recording every here and there. Check, there's no dogs allowed here. Huh. That's actually quite funny. Well, I guess there's a whole lot of wildlife here, so
Yes, they did say bears in the area.
bears in the area. Maybe we see a grizzly.
No.
No, Ned, not that. Any which way. Oh wow, we're getting away from that loud noise.
Yeah. Look how beautiful it is.
It is. That's just one of the most amazing things is in this beautiful old forests. You feel so much closer to nature.
Yes, and it's like there's an energy flowing and you like feel like more recharged. It's like it's good for the soul.
I definitely feel some energy flowing because I'm already breathing hard.
You're already getting good exercise in.
Well, it's only good for me, I believe, because it looks like the scale is slowly but certainly creeping up every day. So a bit of exercise.
Biltong, boy.
It's all that biltong, yeah. So I found some meat at Costco at a really good price. So I just bought a whole lot of meat, and I made a whole lot of biltong. And now me and Connor basically live off biltong every day.
Yes, I make food, and yeah,
We just
either
eat.
it's not good or they full by the time the plate arrives.
We just love biltong.
Yeah, I know.
It is what it is.
Too much.
A little too much. So maybe that's what we should do. We should design biltong for the metaverse.
Except it's not the same because you
It's
can't
just not
taste it,
real.
You can't chew it, you
Can't smell it. Anyway, we were watching old Mark Zuckerberg's thing on the metaverse and how the world's going to change. And I mean, it looks amazing. You can pop into anything and be as if you're there, except you're not really there. Look at the little stream. Of course, except you're not really there. You're just still in digital. So yes, you can experience it with your eyes and your ears, but how do you experience the smells and the touches and the... I mean, I could have done this hike in virtual reality, but then again, I wouldn't be breathing as hard as I am already. Be sitting on my ass on the couch doing a VR hike. Seems like a bit of cheating. I think the main thing about the difference between the metaverse and virtual reality and everything is, remember when we were traveling in the US and we went to see the Grand Canyon. So before we went into the Grand Canyon at the little town outside, there was one of these theaters, these 3D surround view, surround sound IMAX theaters, and they were playing a whole film on the Grand Canyon. So you go in there.
Taking a helicopter ride.
Yeah.
Ride through it.
So you go in there and you basically take a helicopter ride through the Grand Canyon. You know, seeing the whole thing in like bird's eye view. And I mean, it was phenomenal. It was amazing. And then when we were done, Belinda was like, okay, now let's go see the real thing. And I'm like, well, you just saw the real thing. You just experienced it. I mean, you can't get it better than that. You can't get better than flying through the canyon. Eventually she insisted, and she is the boss. So we went in, and I got to tell you, I was completely wrong. I mean, what
he admitted it on
what
camera.
what you see in that video and the
It's
3D
amazing.
reality. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing, the 3D.
But when you stand there and you see the actual thing, you're like, whoa, man.
How small am I?
There's just some other, I don't know, maybe some sensors that we don't know yet.
Look how white it is from snow.
No, this is not snow, this is just frost. Yeah, I think there's some other things connected to us in real life that we might not have discovered yet. Some energy flows. But yeah, virtual life is just not the same. Look, it's a very good substitute if you can't do the real thing, I guess. But anyway. Yep. Wow, look at this. Whew. I'm going to start taking off my sweater. I'm getting hot. Wow. It's amazing how you know, when we got here initially, we used to go out and do hikes and do lots. And then in the last month and a half, we really haven't done anything.
No,
Everything always drifts to chaos. You know, you just get into... Remember I made that video about habits? So we basically just somehow clicked and descended into a bad habit cycle where all we did was hang out at home, watch Netflix and work. Look at this. It looks like a little mini virtual world. Weird. Cute.
Unreal.
Yeah. Nice. And a clearing in the forest. Okay, so which way are we going? Oh. Not that way, apparently. So we're headed towards Bowen Lookout Point. But I thought they said it's a loop.
It doesn't look like a loop.
Yeah, because people are coming back. Maybe they took the other side of the loop. Alright folks, but I'm going to stop talking crap now and I'll speak to you a little bit later. Hopefully when we are at Bowen Lookout Point and we have a beautiful view. Cheers. Alright, so I thought I'll just check in. This is quite a steep climb.
The last bit, yes.
Yeah.
Like,
Belinda checked and they said it's an easy hike. I don't know. Maybe it's an easy hike for West Vancouver people. But I don't think it's an easy hike for Florida people. Where everything is flat. Oh wow. I can just imagine what the view is going to look like when we get to the top though. Oh, look at that. So you're going to see Bowen Island, I assume.
yeah.
It's amazing. Alright, let's get cracking.
Here we go.
Jeez, this is a never-ending little switchback. This way, that way, this way, that way, all the way up the mountain. But it is beautiful and it is very crisp, highly oxygenated, fresh mountain air. So it's very good for us. And I'm sweating. But hey, we're almost there. Luckily, yeah, I hope so too. Luckily there's a good downhill coming after this. Whew. Okay, jeez, ice everywhere, water everywhere. Oh, that's one thing I was saying to Belinda. If the world goes to falls apart and the zombie apocalypse comes, at least we won't be without drinking water, because there's lots of water here. Oh, look at that. It's going up and steeper.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Up and away. Morning. Whoa, okay. This is quite steep. And I don't see the end.
That's not good.
I'm gonna have to roll down. Alright. Okay, folks. I'll check back in when we are. Okay. I'm gonna take a break first. I'll check back in when we are at the top. Cheers. So, it looks like we reached the top.
Yay.
Luckily, we ran into some other South Africans on the trail, so we had to stop and chat for a bit and catch our breath.
Yeah.
But
It wasn't because we needed to, it was just because they were there chatting.
it was a lifesaver. Anyway, we're gonna reach the Bowen lookout point in a minute, so let's see what it looks like. So the trail just split here. There's another one, which is another 9.3 k's further up the mountain. But me and Belinda decided we'll save that for another day.
Yeah, not today.
Yeah, I mean we can, but
Yeah, obviously.
we just don't want to waste,
No.
want to take it bit by bit.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Can you imagine if I have to walk another 9 k's up the mountain? They'll have to airlift me out.
Yeah, I'm not carrying you down, I'm sorry.
I thought you loved me.
I love you, I'll stay with you.
Oh, will you at least stay with me?
Yeah.
Wow, look at this. You can start seeing the view in the front there. Morning.
Hi.
Hello. Okay, well, now we're heading downhill. Wow, quite a steep downhill. So where do you think is this lookout point is? Still a little bit further. Well, I assume, well, not assume, you can see that you're going to have quite a beautiful view over the islands here, Bowen Island and the other islands. I can't wait to get there. Wow. Yeah, it's actually quite nuts, but going down is almost as hard as going up in a different way. Belinda doesn't like going down. Oh. Flat surface. Whew.
And not so like filled with gravel.
Loose gravel. All right, starting to feel a little bit more like I've got breath and my heart rate's not 300 beats a minute anymore. Whew. Yeah, but I still think it's because of long COVID. Ah, here's the lookout point. Look at this. Nice. Nuts. All right. Oh, look at that. So I think that one's Bowen Island, eh? Look at the view from up here. Absolutely amazing.
Wow.
It is so pretty, eh?
It is.
Belinda's getting a photo. My wife loves taking photos. So what do we got here? And that's Vancouver. That's Vancouver Island out there in the distance. Bowen Island here in the front. And I don't actually know the name of all these other little islands. Oh, look at the little harbour inlet there. How awesome! How cute. Anyway, folks, this is Bowen Lookout Point in Cypress Park, close to the Cypress Ski Resort. It was a interesting walk, especially the section up the hill, but here we are, we made it, and it is stunning. I'll check back in a little later. Rightio, so here we go on the steep downhill, slip sliding down the hill. Let me show you. Belinda actually just had a really nice idea, because we were walking around and we were looking at these mushrooms everywhere, and I said I wanted to try and figure out how to identify mushrooms so that you know what you can eat and what you can't eat. You know, if ever you need to know. If we get lost on our next hike and we get hungry, we know what we can eat. And she was saying what we should do is we should find one of those weekend nature courses around here, you know, where they teach you what you can eat in the bush and what you can't, and how to survive if you're in the forests, because I know how to survive on the African savannah. Not exactly sure here. So I think that would be interesting. Look at this is a really steep downhill, and it still goes quite a bit, but it is stunning. Amazing how nature works. I mean, you've got all these old trees and they fall down and then they kind of disappear and they become food for the new trees, and all the organisms alive here. It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic, if you ask me. Hey, Belinda.
Hey.
Say nature is fantastic.
It is.
Anyway, Belinda's navigating the downhill because it's quite loose gravel. And us flatlanders, us flatlanders aren't used to this kind of conditions. So we need to be careful. Any which way, folks, let me also focus on getting down the hill. If I find anything interesting, I'll do some more recordings. In the meanwhile, wish you were all here. You must have an absolutely wonderful one. Oh, here we are, kind of on more level ground again. We made it all the way down. Say hello, Belinda. We made it.
Yay!
I want to show you some of this. I don't know if the sun is too sharp on the camera, but hey, look at this. It's very muddy and boggy here. Lots of water. Listen to all the water running. Oh, here we go. It's a little mountain stream. Nice. Sun through the trees. It's a beautiful day. Crisp and cool. Chilly. But still pretty. I'm going to have to get myself some hiking socks. Thicker socks to take the cushion, the boots. Stunning. Morning, morning. Fall colors. Where is Belinda? Belinda's busy organizing our lives because it's Halloween, so Angelique and her friends have got this whole thing planned of going out, and then we need to go and pick them up at 11 o'clock tonight somewhere where they're hanging out. So we'll see how that goes. That's already an issue though, because by 11 I'm normally fast asleep.
No, that's way past our bedtime. The stuff we do for our kids, eh?
Yeah.
Really?
Stuff you do for our kids. I would have just said no, but hey. Any which way. Alright, so we're almost down. Back to the ski lodge. You can start hearing the machinery again. Look at the little mountain streams. I love the running water everywhere.
So we can either go that way to the parking lot or that way. But this looks like just a road. So shall we go through the forest?
Yeah, let's go through the forest. I don't think I recorded some of those bottom forest earlier, so let me do that. Nice. Morning.
Morning.
Hi. I mean, look at these giant old trees.
You would not be able to.
No, I mean, it's huge. It is huge. Look at
I would
that.
go halfway around that.
Whew. Has Connor been on any hike with us? No, he's not, eh? Yeah, Angelique has. Look at these two trees just growing together all the way up. Amazing.
Looks like they're hugging each other.
They do. It's like you and me.
Yeah.
Always close together. Now you're going to go work somewhere. This way. Which way?
We can go this way or this way, but we came from that way.
Alright, so
we're
let's
gonna do
take
the
this route.
Yeah.
Do you know where we're going? We don't want to get lost
Going into
in
the
the forest.
Look at this one as
We don't know which mushrooms we can eat yet.
well. Oh, yeah, okay.
If we get lost, baby.
What then? At least we'll have water.
Yeah. No, you just need food every, what's it? You can go 3 weeks without food.
Yes. 3 days without water.
Yeah, so we should be okay.
Yeah.
Although I've always thought that I burn food faster than other people. I've got a very fast metabolism. I can go 3 days without food. Anyway. Oh.
Well, this is definitely more relaxing.
Yeah, this is much more of an easy stroll.
Yes. Now we can actually breathe and talk to you.
Yeah.
Not
It's moss. It's so beautiful. It's like these little worlds.
it is. Can you imagine what lives here?
Yeah. Bugs. You can eat bugs.
Yep. Look at how beautiful.
Yeah. Look at this whole
Looks like a wonder.
clearing is covered in this
fairy wonder
like a tiny little fairy world. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I can imagine the fairy.
Little miniature people running around in the little miniature forest. And you see all the water down here. There's lots of ponds and stuff. and they're all kind of frozen. I don't wonder if they still are, but when we came up earlier they were all frozen-ish. Respecting elders. An old growth forest is a natural stand of old and young trees with associated plants, animals and ecological relationships that has essentially remained undisturbed by human activity. Old growth ecosystems are complex. Decaying snags and logs of previous generations provide nutrients for new seedlings and vital habitat for many animals that can't live in younger forests. Cypress Provincial Park contains some of the best examples of subalpine old growth on our west coast. In this stand are mountain hemlock and amabilis fir trees that are several hundred years old. Wow. In some areas the canopy is so dense that very little grows underneath. Where ancient trees have fallen, younger trees and shrubs compete for light. Don't let the size of the small trees fool you. Some that barely reach your knees can be more than 40 years old, while some that are 2 meters high may have lived more than 200 years. Huh. Wow. Hundreds of years of natural processes have helped create this old growth forest. Take time to appreciate its spiritual values and its beauty. Simply leave time to get to know the land and its wonders for yourself. Care for it as you would a loved one. Wow! So some of these little trees are still like a couple of 100 years old. That is freaky. Ricky, how old are you?
Not that old.
No, I mean that little tree there. I mean technically that tree could now be 200 years old, like they say. Because it doesn't get light. Nuts. Ah, here we are in the clearing. Hi.
Hi.
Oh, look at the pond. It's still got ice on it. Still frozen. Oh, look at this view down here. Hey? How's this for beautiful? I think it's a bit swampy though. Looks like it's very watery. Stunning. I can just imagine the first people that came through here, or many years ago, hundreds of years ago, the first person that walked through here. Coming through the bush, not such nice little trails. Parking lot.
Can't you remember the way you came?
I can't.
Serious?
No, I'm focusing on talking.
Okay.
Of course I can remember the way I came. Oh.
Wow.
Are we going to have to come and do it in the winter in the snow?
Yeah,
I don't know about these little tracks in the snow.
No, I'm not going to do the tracks. We'll bring the kids. They can go and do the
Ski.
slopes. And I'll sit inside by the fire with a hot cup of hot cocoa and watch them
Look out the
ski.
window.
Yes.
Is that the plan?
Awesome blue
I thought
wine, awesome whatever it is. But
I thought we're going to learn how to ski, Belinda.
No, I think I've realized that I'm too old.
You're too old?
Yeah.
Jeez, man.
No.
Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. Skiing seems like too much trouble for me too. But we got to try and get the kids to come learn to ski.
Yeah, but they'll do it. They already enjoyed it the last time in Montreal. And they actually got it right.
Ish.
Yeah, well, for
They got it right-ish.
for an
Well, compared to
hour
me, they got it really
and
right.
compared to us. Like they did a lot better.
All right. Okie dokie, folks. I think this is the last time I'm signing off from the trail.
Well, we're almost at the end. Or the
We're almost at the parking lot. And I guess you don't really need to see that. But you all must have an absolutely beautiful day. And speak again soon.
Bye.
Cheers.